Well, here we are, September 29th, 2012, and we're going to have a great day truth-seeking, and it's a beautiful day outside, nice and warm, but a little bit later it may get cool, so got to dress accordingly to global cooling. Stop global cooling.
Yeah, we got concerns over climate change, and luckily Al Gore was in town.
Yeah, Al Gore was ranting and raving about his climate change speech and everything else like that, getting all the young people on board. And with him, like Brother Tom said, there's a big scam with him anyway, right? We need climate change. How do you expect to get from winter to fall to summer to spring? You need climate change to do that. If you're fighting climate change, then you want it to be the same thing all the time, right? Those who think they have no time for healthy eating will sooner or later find time for illness.
This is what they're fearing, attracting neo-Nazis, but they're promoting it as the house of Hitler. That's the thing with Europe. It is like some old building. That's from the 1800s.
You go over to Europe and find all sorts of these ancient homes and houses and stuff like that. It's just amazing. Well, we destroy our stuff, our history, but at least they keep it. It's been around for hundreds and hundreds of years. Real estate tainted by Nazi leaders.
Attracting neo-Nazis, got real estate trying to sell it.
But this is heavy. Okay, I got that. Look at this. Now, this is supposed to be 15,000 years old. Okay, that's pretty heavy, isn't it?
Yeah. Swastika, which is backwards.
Yeah, and they
which
said
means
a
they
meteor-
oppose Nazism, right? If it's backwards or upside down.
Reversed it. But that's the sad part is that they joined, right? That one, the Dalai Lama joined with the.
You know how they said
in the Third Reich?
Created by a meteorite.
Since the swastika is also the highest and most sacred symbol for us Germans, our visit is an example of the meeting of Western and Eastern swastikas in friendship and peace. At an audience at the Tibetan court, Schaefer receives a letter addressed to His Highness Mr. Hitler, King of the Germans. May you be blessed with physical well-being, with serene peace and good deeds. Greetings from a divine ruler to the Führer in Berlin.
Yeah, and you know what it's called? Ironman. Oh, wow. You know what I mean? Okay. Is that F9?
Yeah, F8.
The other word was that the Buddhist warrior monks were the most fierce against the Soviets during the Second World War.
Okay.
If you're talking about the Shaolin monks, yeah, oh yeah, I've seen them actually in person when they were down here at City Hall back in way back in 1999, where my wife and I went down there. We checked them out. They're really amazing, athletic, and strong. I remember putting my back on one of the young guys, and man, very strong. They know how to put limitations on the human body, but go even farther than that, and it's just amazing what they can do. Hey Tom, how are you?
What's up? What's up?
Good to see you.
Good. That's what they call it.
We Day.
When you get on the email list, which
I'll go check it out. Yeah.
okay, yeah. And so what happens is twice monthly, and that's like we send out the latest information, what the topic's going to be about. So if you want to bring it in,
Senator, humanitarian, and retired general who commanded the UN forces in Rwanda and witnessed Rwanda's genocide
do you have
firsthand.
that email?
18 years climate change may kill 100 million. Yeah.
May. That's the key word. May. It may not either.
Storms are getting stronger. Droughts are getting longer and deeper. Floods are getting worse. The ice is melting. The North Polar ice cap, 50% of it gone already. But these problems should not make us feel, oh, woe is us. It should make us feel it's time to get busy and change these things and stop all this pollution and make the world a better place.
I heard that on the thing, We Day. I mean, how humanistic can you get? We can change the world. Nah, you can't change the world. If the Illuminati doesn't want you changing it, you're not changing anything. Ask Martin Luther King how much he changed, or Malcolm X.
Hunger strike for climate change policy. Green Party MP Elizabeth May joined 7 activists who are joining. The Green Party is a UN party because it's the one party that they have in every major place in the world. You know, they have a Green Party. Yeah, all connected.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, a couple of times there I voted for Green Party, but then you're finding out what it's all about, and then you figure, well, I think I'll go some other party or something like more independent and stuff like that too.
There's got to be the Ontario Liberal leaders. He's going to have a leadership challenge. They cave.
Well, we need somebody with a better name than McGilty. You know, I don't like McGilty. You know what I mean?
He said something like every day people make people say insulting things about me, and then every day he'll fight for their right to do it.
Yeah, there's double speak right there. You know what I mean? Yeah.
As president of our country and commander-in-chief of our military, I accept that people are going to call me awful things every day. And I will always defend their right to do so.
Well, Barry Soetoro in New York City. Because they want to keep putting more sanctions on the country. Which, when you put more sanctions, you're just hurting people. You're hurting the government. You're hurting the people. And the people are going to suffer. It's like with Iraq, Afghanistan, or Iran, or Libya, same thing. They're all turned upside down.
What do you think about this guy? What do you think about him?
He's a double speaker, I think. Because he on one hand, he's against whatever that Western countries are doing, but on the other hand, he's calling for a new world order. Right? That's what he said.
I heard that one. Henry Kissinger. I mean, talk about Illuminati NW written all over him, man. Lord, when I read the article, I go, Henry Kissinger is like one of Satan's head demons in human clothing. You cannot talk NWO without mentioning Kissinger in there, period. So when I see Kissinger's name, I mean, red flags just go up. They just go up.
He arrived in the United States on Project Paperclip.
The government got it in, like the way government telling us what to do, how you gotta live your life, or abortion and that kind of stuff. That's where that's what we got it in there. You know what I mean? The real stuff is what humanitarian politics. Community politics is what you gotta know about. That's where they shift away from that corporate bullshit.
Wait, I don't know. I just saw that right now. Foundation on Interfaith Peace Organization. Interfaith?
Yeah, that's who gave it to him. That's who gave it to him.
Whether there are jobs, they will cease. Whether there is knowledge, you will vanish away. For we know in part, and we prophesy in part. That means we understand there is something going on in the world. Part of our lives. Yes. Every person shall die one day.
GTA TruthSeekers.
And face your maker. Coconuts. Face to die. Because face to face with Jesus Christ. Decided to walk away from the altar call to accept Jesus
This
Christ.
could just be a coincidence that last week we mentioned the dictator's still up there for it was like up there for 4 or 5 months. Now absolute vodka.
Yeah, well, I guess it's changed from summer to fall. I guess maybe that's why they took it down. Yeah, I believe so. Maybe he was an alcoholic. Look, got vodka up there.
At the bed sheet, the same book. Preacher, my God, save me! Save me from the fire!
Thank you so much for watching, and that was the show, guys. It's been a fantastic audience. Thank you so much.
So you notice that they come out with something saying that Jesus had a family, and then now
That he had a family and he married Mary Magdalene and had kids and then yeah. Pardon me?
Is it a concert show here today?
Yeah, there'll be a show later on. Yeah.
The Night of White Light, Illuminati Festival.
I think CN is probably translated UN, maybe. United Nations. CN Nations, I guess. I don't know. Maybe they're all combined together. Flip the C around, yeah. There's Campbell soup. Plant workers hand and wake up slow sail.
Andy Warhol.
Like a runaway train headed for disaster. If you are on that train, the hand of the Lord is reaching out.
Looks like we're in Zone B of Nuit Blanche, sponsored by Scotiabank. Footage last year where what was it? At the City Hall. This is what their big thing they're promoting at City Hall is called, they got an artist to do Museum of the End of the World.
Yeah, well, they just want you to get ready, you know. We got to get ready for this. The aliens are going to come and pick us up and take us to a better place. You watch. You watch.
Didn't you hear of that? 2012 is supposed to be a year where the 3 planets align, and one of them is Nibiru. Nibiru, you know Nibiru. It's a dwarf, you know, the red planet they call it, you know.
Oh, yeah.
In the Bible they call it wormwood.
Wormwood. Part of the big plan.
You also know wormwood is the ingredient of absinthe, the alcohol, illegal alcohol.
Yeah?
That's one that Vincent van Gogh was on, and he cut off his own ear.
Yeah, he was mad, Van Gogh. But they're talking about this red dwarf planet called wormwood, but they call it Nibiru, Planet X.
Planet X, yeah. I've heard of Planet X, yeah.
They're saying if that aligns, there could be a lot of upheaval, like, you know, seawater level rising.
Yeah, I've heard that.
Anyway, we'll have to wait and see.
Yeah, the Mayans, somehow the Mayans knew a lot of centuries ago.
Yeah.
Thousands of years ago, yeah, for sure. There'll be things going to be happening. Probably the New World Order be set in place, you know, stuff like that. But at the end of the world, no, we're going to still be here under one dictator, the Antichrist. There you go.
But you know what? This has been happening all the time. You see all this space debris, they call it, like, you know, all this big, huge rock. It must have been planets shattered at one time or the other, you know.